Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Derby, Kansas for tonight's Derby Twins baseball game featuring your Derby Twins against the Kansas Cannons from Augusta, Kansas, down the road about 20 miles. We're just getting ready to start the game here in just a little bit. We'll go over the lineups in just a second, but tonight's game is a rematch. The Cannons won the first half, the first two games against the Twins. They beat them, I believe it was 9-2 and 3-0. So since that time, the Twins are playing better baseball. The Cannons are still tough and right in there, and both teams are tied for first in the second half of the season with one loss apiece. Each of them have four wins, I believe, anyway. So anyway, we're here on the 6th of July. I hope you had a great 4th of July. I'm sorry we didn't have any broadcast. We really got rained out on the 3rd, and we couldn't get the game rescheduled for the 4th. So we did reschedule that game for this, I believe it's the 11th of July, which would be, I think this Thursday. I'm just guessing at that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But it is on the 11th of July. We'll play Hutchinson right here. That game is not on your schedule, but it is a makeup game. So let's go over the starting lineups for tonight before we get started. First, for the visiting Kansas Cannons, they'll lead off with their shortstop, Zeb Henry. Batting second, that's left fielder number 27, Jaron Brown. Batting third in center field, Lane Hayworth. Batting fourth, third baseman Chase Diggins. Batting fifth, the first baseman Gannon Snyder. Batting sixth, tonight's name of the names, designated hitter number 22, Jose Grijalva, I believe is how it's pronounced, Grijalva. Batting seventh, right fielder number 16, Hunter Alvord. Batting eighth and catching number 7, Mike Williamson. And batting ninth at second baseman is Cooper Martin, number 18. The starting pitcher for the Kansas Cannons tonight is left-hander Rodney Whaley. He'll be wearing number 26. I believe we faced him here a while back when we played out at Augusta. Getting ready for our first pitch here with Gabrielle, who is throwing for Gabrielle, I should say. And I'll tell you about her in just a second as soon as I can. She's 7 years old. She's the granddaughter of the Sponsor Cross Advisory Group tonight, and she loves playing with Barbies and reading, crafts, and swimming. So Gabriel is about 6 years old, maybe, and she threw the first pitch right to the catcher, and we're about ready to go for the national anthem. We'll go to the national anthem before we introduce the starting lineup for the Twins. So we'll talk until we know it's time to stop, and we'll get right into the national anthem.
ICT Insurance doesn't believe in a one-size-fits-all approach to insurance. They'll help find coverage that fits your needs. Contact ICT Insurance at www.ictinsurance.com or call them at 316-440-6111. ICI Insurance, located at 1259 North Rainbow, right here in Derby. ICI Insurance is a highly experienced and trustworthy independent insurance agency that stretches back more than 135 years.
Okay, we're back. We're ready to go for the starting lineup. As the Twins are getting ready to take the field. And here we go with the Twins lineup. Starting off, batting first, the third baseman Caden Richards, hitting second. Left fielder number 21, Braden Lukart, batting third, and right fielder number 7 back in the lineup after being off for a couple weeks with a case of mononucleosis, or maybe more than that, maybe 3 weeks. Cade Shelton is back in action, batting fourth, the first baseman, batting fourth, the first baseman, yes, Nolan Ganner, number 34, batting fifth. The designated hitter tonight, Holden Pantier, batting sixth, the shortstop, number 8, Kyler Warren, batting seventh and catching tonight, number 15, Richard Gutierrez, batting fourth, the second baseman, number 4, Bryce Hampton, and batting ninth in center field tonight, Alex Dabrowski. Your starting pitcher tonight, right-hander, number 18, Nate Hershock. Beautiful night for baseball tonight. Temperature probably in the maybe the mid 80s, maybe low to mid 80s. Not much wind, maybe 10 miles an hour floating out from the south. Would probably give a little boost to a fly ball hit to left, but not a great deal. But it's a beautiful night for baseball. Supposed to have storms rolling through here later in the night, and we'll see how that works for tomorrow, because we'll be out at Augusta tomorrow night. They have artificial turf infield. I guess if anybody can play tomorrow, if we get any rain, it'll be them. But we'll just wait and see what that brings. Leading off, be a left-handed hitter for the Kansas Cannons, number 1, Zeb Henry. We'll set the defense here in just a minute or two, but we'll get the first pitch underway and get rolling here. First pitch in for ball 1, a little bit low. It starts the ball game. In on the grass, step on the grass is Caden Richards at third base, maybe looking for a bunt. Here's the next pitch. In there for a strike on the outside corner, fastball. Evens count 1-1. Left field tonight is Braden Lukart. In center field is Alex Dabrowski, and in right field, Cade Shelton. There's a little lit fly ball floating out as the shortstop. Warren in the shallow left field and makes the catch for the first out in the first inning. That brings up the left fielder, number 27, Jared Brown. Right-handed hitter. First pitch missed, but it looked pretty good. It's outside ball 1, I guess. Caden Richards at third base. Kyler Warren at shortstop. Bryce Hampton at second, and Nolan Ganner at first. There's a pitch that was basically in the same place, and it's called for a strike. 1-1. Richard Gutierrez is behind the plate, and Nate Hershock is on the mound tonight. Here is the wind-up pitch. Curveball fouled at his foot, right off his foot, and not feeling very good right now is Jaron Brown, walking it off a little bit. The Cannons are in their Columbia blue jerseys trimmed in black, wearing gray pants. Twins in their white pants and cardinal red jerseys trimmed in gold. Ground ball foul outside third base, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shoot me a text if you got something to ask or say or comment or something on your mind. Give me a text, 316-992-3623. 1-2 pitch from Herchuk is on the way. And swing and a miss, struck him out. That brings up number 3, left-handed hitting center fielder Lane Hayworth. Left hand toes the line, kind of crowding the plate just a little bit, and we'll see what Nate Herchuk can do with him. Here's the first pitch, is high for ball 1. Outside, ball 2. 2-0, 2 outs. Top of the first inning. Two and 0 pitch. Fly ball into left center field, going over as a left fielder. He calls her off, and he's got it for the 3rd out, and nothing doing for the Cannons in the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left after 11 pitches. And a 1/2 inning, Cannons 0, the Twins coming up. And we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, back here in Derby, we're just first pitch thrown by left-hander Whaley from Iowa Western. I think he threw against us in one of the first 2 games of the series, and back over in Augusta, I think that's right. He said, sure it's a beautiful night for baseball. That heat wave has subsided. This week we're only supposed to maybe get later in the week up to 90 or 92, but it's going to be in the 80s most of the week, which would be really nice. Got the players, a lot of the players' parents still in town haven't been able to see much baseball. Had some quality time with their boys, but as far as baseball, we've only had 1 or 2 games. The rest of it's been rained out. Hopefully we'll get this one in, and maybe that one tomorrow night too. First 3 hitters for the Twins will be Caden Richards, Braden Lucart, and Cade Shelton. Like I said, Cade has been out of the lineup and away from the team, basically, with a case of mononucleosis. And he's been cleared and is back in, and will finish up the season. Hopefully help us get into the NBC World Series, which is coming up July 24th through August. I don't know. It goes about 8 or 9 days. But that's where we want to be, and we got a chance to be there. We just got to play good baseball here on out and win ball games. Here's Caden Richards. He steps in. His parents are here in town watching him. Here's the first pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. And the pitch, outside corner, strike 1. So he's keeping him away from Richards here the first 2 pitches. We'll see what he does this time. Looks like he's going to try to come inside. Fouled straight back, and the count's 1-2. Got a happy 4th of July from Grandpa Ralph and all the Kyler's family in Michigan. And the same to you. Hope you're having a great holiday weekend up there. A lot of fireworks last couple days in Derby. Literally a lot of fireworks. 1-2 pitch on the way. Fouled off to the right side, now to play. And we'll try to do that all over again. And the pitch. High and outside. Ball 2. Whaley into the pitch. There's a fly ball hit into center field. Going back as a center fielder. He's got plenty of room, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning for the Twins. Fly ball to center fielder, and that's all for Caden Richards here. That brings up left on left, Braden Lukart. Lukart playing left field tonight. Hitting .286 on the season. First pitch. Curveball, outside, ball 1. Fouled off the catcher's glove and back to the screen. Evens the count 1-1. Here's the windup and the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Left-hander into the windup and the pitch. Low in the dirt, and it evens out at 2-2. On deck is Cade Shelton. Been a while since he's been in the batter's box for the Twins. Looking in for a signal. Finding his grip in his glove, and here's the pitch. And outside, ball 3. Didn't miss by much, but it did miss. 3-2 pitch. There's a ground ball up the middle. Shortstop in the hole, picks her up, throws it to first, and he does not make it in time. Plus, the first baseman could not hold on to the throw. That'll be a base hit. I believe he beat him out. So that brings up Cade Shelton. Shelton's hitting an even 300, but only has 30 at bats right now. See if he can pick up where he left off here. Here's the stretch from the belt. Lukart leads away. Down low, ball 1. Colton Flax coaching third base. At first base is Caleb Coates. Here's the pitch. Fouled off and out of play, and the count goes to 1-1. Just a reminder, we got a couple games coming up, I believe, on Tuesday and Wednesday. It shows that we're playing the Dirtbags, the Wichita Dirtbags. Those games are going to be played here, and they will be away games, as they don't have a field for that day. So we'll play it. Here's the pitch. Fastball in, 2-1. Nolan Gander would be next. Let's give a holler out to the Gander family sitting behind home plate tonight from Arizona. Lukart leads away. Here's a stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. Call strike 2. 2-2. Here's the pitch. And strike 3, swing and a miss. That'll be 2 outs. That'll bring up Nolan Gander. The Twins are going to have to hit this pitcher. They're going to have to concentrate on making some contact and make some adjustments and hit the ball where it's pitched. Not try to pull off those outside pitches and pull them. They need to go with them to the opposite field. Here's a stretch. First pitch to Nolan Gander. Outside, strike 1. Outside corner, I guess. Look a little out, but he's closer than I was, so. But I got a better eye. Here's the 0-1 pitch coming up. That one dropped inside, off speed, Nolan laid off it, and it was ball one. 1-1 pitch. Bad note throw over to first base. Low throw, but Lucart back in standing up. If Nolan can get on, Holden Pantier is in the on-deck circle. There goes a runner. Here's a throw down to second base, and he is safe. Stolen base for Braden Newcart. That was a ball. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two out. Here's the pitch. Outside. 3-1. Have a good pitch here now. See a lot of grass out there in left center and right center to aim at. Here's a stretch from the belt. And the pitch. There's a line drive, foul, just outside the right field line. That ball died pretty quick in that heavy grass, too. The grass has not been mowed since probably Monday or Tuesday, simply because of the rain we had on the 3rd. It was all day on it. It was overnight on the 2nd and all day on the 3rd. That was the night we played in Hutchinson. Didn't rain at all there, and it drove in a blinding rainstorm over there. 3-2. And pulled the chain on him, strike 3, and that's all for the Twins in the first. No runs, a hit. There were no errors, 1 left on base. After 1, no score. Just would like to remind you, Cross Advisory Group has over 65 years of experience as trusted Voya financial advisors. Steve Sr. and Jr. and John can provide you with a personalized investment plan to plan for your retirement. Visit Cross Advisory Group at 124 North Baltimore in Derby, or call them at 316-788-0788 for a free consultation. That's Cross Advisory Group, who is tonight's game sponsor. I'd like to issue a special thank you also to the Duggan Supply for sponsoring our hot dog night. You can contact them at duggansupply.com or 708-574-4680 for all your commercial and industrial safety needs. That's nationwide also. So we're about ready to start the top of the 2nd inning, where the first hitter will be the number 4 hitter, Chase Diggins, 3rd baseman for the Cannons. Right-handed hitter. Twins throw the ball around the horn and are ready to go. Nate Herchuk is ready also. Here's his first pitch. Outside, ball 1. He's got a sign into the stretch from the belt and the pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Up with it is Richards and over to first. And then first out of the inning, I said Richards. Actually, that was Kyler Warren up shortstop. I got my shortstop and third baseman mixed up there, but it was Kyler Warren making a nice play and throwing over to Gettner at first base for the first out. So score that 6-3, and that brings up the first baseman, Gannon Snyder, right-handed hitter. The first pitch from Nolan is high for ball 1. Not Nolan, Nate. Here comes the pitch. High chopper coming in as the second baseman. Flip, quick throw to first, and that gets him. That ball hit off the dirt in front of home plate and probably bounded maybe 15 feet up in the air. And Bryce Hampton got that on that hop and made a quick throw to first to get the batter. Here is Jose Grijalvo. There's a ground ball. Nice play by Hampton. Long throw. Got him. Great play by Bryce Hampton. That ball was hit up the middle. Hampton got it behind second base and falling away toward left field and made a perfect throw to first to retire the Cannons in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base.
We would like to thank our Derby Twins host families for their support of the team and the players. Summer collegiate baseball would not exist without the dedication our families have to these players and the team.
If you're listening to the broadcast, give me a call, or not a call, but a text. Send me a text, 316-992-3623. Let's get a little chat going, get a little Twins chat going, see what we can talk about tonight. I know the Vultures are back from their holiday. They're on the cell tower and the light tower out over the football field. I can see them there. I think they got a condo out there. Also left-hander Rodney Whaley back on the mound for his second inning of work. The Twins will send Holden Pantier, Kyler Warren, and Richard Gutierrez to the plate. And if anybody gets on, Bryce Hampton.
Designated hitter number 14, Holden Pantier.
Popped up fly ball in the right field, flying over toward the line is right fielder right on top of the chalk line and makes the catch for the first pitch and the first out at the bottom of the second inning. Brings up Kyler Warren from Alma College in Michigan. Playing shortstop tonight. And here comes the first pitch to Kyler. It's high and outside, ball one. And the second pitch. In there for a strike, a fastball. One ball, one strike. Swing and a miss on a pitch that maybe wasn't a strike. But anyway, it jumps right back in there and he's ready to go. Here comes the pitch. Here's a ground ball to second base. High hop. Second baseman's got it. Throw to first. And two are gone in the bottom of the second. That brings up Richard Gutierrez, who's actually the Twins' leading hitter at the moment, hitting .378. And doing a pretty good job behind the plate. Richard from Cochise College in Arizona. First ball, curveball on the outside part of the plate, and it's ball one. Here comes Whaley's pitch outside, ball two. 2-0, great crowd on hand tonight. Good night for it. 4th of July holiday. Here comes the pitch. Popped foul right back out of play, and it's 2-1. Twins play here tonight. Will be at Augusta tomorrow night, weather permitting. You can pick that up on the Augusta broadcast by going to our website, picking it up there. Keith's got it all figured out. There's a fly ball foul. Again, out of play to the right side. Two and two. And he didn't want to go, but he did, and that's strike three. So nothing doing for the Twins in the second inning, so it's been a quick 2 innings for the Twins and the Cannons. And we'll go to the top of the third inning. Also, the Twins would like to thank Caden Richards' parents. Came in from Las Vegas. They're still with us and spoiling the women with Merle Norman Cosmetics. Visit they have a local studio at 6112 West Central in Wichita, or online at www.merlenorman.com and experience the exceptional quality and personalized service. See Sandy at a concession stand if you are a host family member or a parent family member who would like to try Merle Norman products. That was kind of a tongue twister there. Derby Twins always want to thank our host families for providing home for our players who come from various states and country. Let us know if you're interested in being a host family for the Derby Twins. It's a lot of fun and a good time and a rewarding experience. Try to pass along some Jayhawk League scores for you if we can get them. Leading off for the Kansas Cannons in the top of the third will be Hunter Alvord, the right fielder, right-handed hitter. First pitch from Nate Herchek is a fastball, swing and a miss, strike one. Second pitch outside, 1-1. Twins giving him that right field line as Kay Shelton has swung around farther into right center than we would normally play. And the pitch. Strike two, a fastball on the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Otherwise, pretty straight away in center and left. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. He didn't mean to swing, but he did, and grounded it to Richards at third. Throw to first to Yanner, and that's out number 1 in the third inning. Nice to have a 6'5" first baseman, that's for sure. Here's Mike Williamson, the Cannons catcher, right-handed hitter. Hershok into the stretch from the belt. Here comes his first pitch, and it's in there, fastball, strike one. Nate Hershok, a pitcher at Oklahoma Arts and Sciences down in Chickasha, Oklahoma. There's a ground ball foul outside third base, and Phil Stevenson, former Wichita State All-American and a member of the College Baseball Hall of Fame, and also a former major leaguer, head coach of the Cannons, fielded it without any problem at all. Counts 0-2. Here comes the pitch. outside, ball one, excuse me. Stretch from the belt, the 1-2 pitch, fouled straight back, and it's still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Keeping score tonight on my right is right-handed pitcher Aiden Duggan, and he's getting ready to go to Cameron University down in. There's a foul off, out of play. Cameron is in Lawton, Oklahoma. Lawton, Oklahoma. Southern part of Oklahoma. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the catcher drops it to throw him out at first base, and that's all. Excuse me, that's second out for the Cannons, as that'll be a strikeout. Throw him out 2 to 3. Here's Cooper Martin, the 9th hole guy, second baseman. He's crowding the plate from the right side. Here comes his first pitch, and it's outside, ball 1. Got a signal, ready to go. Here comes the pitch. Strike, taken all the way on the outer part of home plate. There's a ground ball. Warren and shortstop picks it up, and that's all for the Cannons in the third inning. Nothing doing, 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. That third out was from Kyler Warren at shortstop over to Gantner at first base, and that's all for the Cannons in the third. We go to the bottom of the third, and it's a quick game and no score so far.
Pacifica, license plate 673ZB. Liberty Car Wash is located on Red Pal Drive between the Derby Walmart Supercenter and Atwoods.
Rodney Whaley comes out for his third inning of work. And so far, it's been not much more than a pitcher's duel here. Hope you had a happy 4th of July. I know big firework display put on by the city of Derby on the night of the 4th over at High Park, which was actually not very far from my house, maybe just a mile as the crow flies, maybe not even that far. But we were with the neighbors, and we all sat together and watched it, and it was a pretty long firework display, pretty good. And like a couple of kids were saying, they thought that they had 2 or 3 grand finales, but they just kept shooting them, and they finally got done. It lasted probably close to 30 minutes, maybe a little more than that. I didn't time it, but that brings the Twins to the bottom of the third inning. He's leading off second baseman, number 4, Bryce Hampton. Right-handed hitter, good-looking hitter here. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Fastball taken all the way, called strike 2. Hampton hitting .278. Fastball high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck is Alex Dabrowski. Fastball, 2-2. So the count evens out. I can see Bryce barrel one up and get this thing started in a great fashion. Low ball 3. 3-2. There's a line drive. Base hit left field. Shortstop tried to jump up and catch it, but he wasn't quite tall enough as it went over his head. So that's a second hit for the Twins tonight. And that brings up Alex Dabrowski. Tall, slender center fielder. He's also from Cochise Junior College out in Douglas, Arizona. Probably the fastest guy on the team. Pretty good defensively. Here's the pitch, bump, throw over to first base, and we'll try to do it all over again. Third baseman about even with the bag at third. And here's the pitch. Lays down a turn to bunt, and I think he pulled it. Did he pull his hand back? Okay. Thought he did, but I couldn't see his block there, so. Now we've got the infield talking to each other here, so we'll see what's going on now. Here's the pitch. Fouled back to the screen, and it's 1-1. Dabrowski is hitting just .214 with 28 at-bats so far this year. Turns around, tries to bunt it, bunts it fouling out of play, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck is Caden Richards back to the top of the lineup. I'd like to get this guy to second base if we can. Pretty good size hole on the right side between second base and first. Here's the pitch. And he fouled it back to the right side out of play. 1-2. Alex is staying alive here, trying to find something he can hit. 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out on a fastball that was high and in the outer part of the strike zone. So that's out number 1. Runner on first base, and Caden Richards comes back in. He flew out to center field his first time. There's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. Fastball, excuse me, is a slider, outside ball 1. Hampton leads the way. And the pitch. There's a ground ball to second base. He's up with it over to second, for 1, over to first, and that's a double play, ends the inning. So that'll go 4-6-3. And retired is Hampton at second, and that's all for the Twins in the third. So we go to the fourth of a no-score ball game. Send me a text, 316-992-3623. And anything you want to talk about, we can talk about tonight. Tell me about your 4th of July. And in Derby, you could shoot fireworks on the 5th of July, too, and there was some. Got a score from, it's only in the bottom of the first, in Kingman. The Hayesville Aviators are leading the Kingman Islanders 3-0. The Diamond Kings are playing at Newton, and they're leading 1-0 after 1. And Great Bend is playing at Hutchinson, and we have no score on that one. Right now, this game's got all the marks of a low-scoring game. As Nate Hershock is back on the mound for his third inning. And we're back to the top of the lineup for the Cannons with Zeb Henry, the shortstop, leading off. Richards is coming in he's on the grass by about a step. And Nolan Ganner at first is playing deep at first base. So we'll see what happens here. First pitch on the way to Zeb Henry. Fastball low, ball one. Stretch and a pitch. High, ball two. So somewhere between there is a strike. We just got to find it. There's a line drive, base hit into left center field. The ball just dies in the grass. Picking it up is Dabrowski and fires it back into second base. And the leadoff runner is on for the Cannons here in the top of the fourth. Here's Jared Brown. He struck out his first time. Twins are looking for a bunt at third base anyway. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. And he turns and must have gotten away of the umpire because that looked like a strike to me and he called it a ball. Anyway, we'll see here. The runner goes too. He's digging in the dirt like he's going to go, but he doesn't. There's a fastball that the batter didn't get in the way of the umpire, and it was called a strike. 1-1. Stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. And they got him. No, they didn't get him. They were close. He was leaning the wrong way, but the throw was a little high. It was pretty close, though. There's the stretch. He's leaning away. Twisting. There he goes. There's a throw over to second base, and he is going to be out. Nice play by Richard Gutierrez. Great throw right on the money. Bryce Hampton put the tag on him, and that was all for the the Cannons runner. So he's out 2-3 at second base for out number one. 2 balls, 1 strike on Brown. Nice pitch, low on the corner, strike 2. That ball's on the low and outside part of the plate, and it was really a nice pitch. So 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Curveball. Takes it to a full count. I mean, this might be the first full count that Nate Hershock has had in the game so far, but we'll see what he can do with it. Let's get him out here. Brown struck out last time. And he struck out this time, so that's out number 2. Strikeout swinging. That brings Lane Hayworth to the plate. He flew out to the left fielder last time. First pitch. Down in there, strike 1, fastball. Who didn't miss by much, maybe outside a little bit. Letter high, which would be a strike, but he called it a ball. Fouled ball off the glove hand of Gutierrez. I think he's okay. The umpire's going to walk the ball back out to the pitcher's mound. He let Richard kind of get a couple breaths. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, ball 2. Two and two count, 2 out. High, ball 3. So this is the second full count in as many batters, I believe. So we'll see what Herchuk has to say about this. And it's ball 4. First walk of the game by the Twins. And that brings up Chase Diggins, the third baseman. He grounded out to shortstop his last time. Right-handed hitter. Herchuk looking in for a sign. He's got it into his stretch. Runner leads away at first. And the pitch. Popped up, foul and back and out of play for strike 1. Center fielder Dabrowski's playing straight up right behind second base. I say right behind, in line with second base, but farther out. But he's as straight as you can be, as straight away. And there's a wild pitch that gets away from Gutierrez. And the runner goes to second, and the count's 1-1. Two down, just need to get this guy. Come on now. And the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Come on, Nate. Focus here. Come on, let's get back in there. He's been right on here for the first 3 innings. 3 2/3 innings so far. He's been right on. Here he comes with the 2-1 pitch. Foul ball, way foul and out of play down the left field line. He's way out in front of that one. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And we'll try it again here. Runner leads away. Got a good lead at second base. We'll see what's going on. He's not going. Whoa, man. That one was close, and he called it the ball. 3-2. Wasn't much wrong with that pitch. Third full count in as many batters. And he's looking at him. There's a grounded foul at home plate. Herchuk was staring down the runner at second base, who had a pretty good sized lead. Just kept staring him down, then turned through to home plate pretty quick. So 3-2. None of the infielders are. Well, actually, Hampton is playing a little bit closer to second base right now, presenting a hole in the right side. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. And they're going. That's ball 4 inside, and that's the second walk in a row. And we got runners on first and second with 2 out now. And Gannon Snyder, the first baseman, he was out on a ground out to the second base in the second inning. So Herchuk has put the Twins in a little bit of a jam with 2 straight walks. And we'll see what he's got coming now. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball right at, on one hop, Caden Richards short hopped it right at the bag, stepped on the bag, and that's all for the Cannons in the third. That was a good play by Richards. That ball was hit right on the nose, and he had it. It's just a real short hop, and he got it and stepped on the bag at third, and that's all for the Cannons in the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left. Actually, there was one hit, but he was erased on when he stole, attempted steal, and then there was 2 walks and no hits. So after 3.5, no score, Twins and the Cannons. We'll be right back. The Twins will start their 4th inning with left fielder Braden Lucart, who singled his first time to deep short, and he comes back in left on left. Whaley's first pitch on the way. There's a line drive to left field, right field. It's over his head and up against the wall. Going to second will be Lucart, and he'll stop right there at second base. And that's a line drive double to right center field. Second hit for Lucart. He hit that baby right on the nose. Here's Cade Sheldon and his first return back from after a while. He steps in with a slightly open stance. And here comes the first pitch. Taking foul off to the right side for strike 1. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter actually on second base. He leads away at second. Here's the stretch. Here comes his pitch. High fastball. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes the pitch. Fouled away on the right side, out of play, kind of toward my car maybe. If it hits my car, you're in trouble, Sheldon. 1-2 is the count. Left-handed pitcher looks back at second base and delivers. Popped up foul. This might be out of play. It is going to be right on top of the dugout. So he stays in there. Thankful to the right for first base dugout. So Cade Shelton trying to advance Lucart and hopefully bring him home. Big hole on the right side of the infield between the second baseman and the first baseman. You could drive a truck through that one. Here comes the pitch up. He faked the pitch and was going to try to pick off, I guess, the runner at second base, but there wasn't anybody covering second base. Now they got a guy close to second base. Here comes the pitch. Oh, he went away for again, this was just like the first time where he swung out on a pitch that was outside and struck out. So that's 1 out. Here's Nolan Gander. Come on, Nolan. Big kid from the Phoenix area. Stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. On deck is Holden Pantier, Need one of these two boys to barrel one up and bring that run home. Foul straight back, counts 0-2. Twins have 3 hits. The Cannons just have 1, but no score so far. Stretch, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Low, ball 1. I'd like to see Nolan connect and really barrel one up and get it out of here. He can do it. There's the pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-2. And his mom and dad are sitting right behind home plate. As they're in on the Players Parents Weekend. Got a front row seat on this 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. That was a slider that missed outside and low, and we'll see what he's got thinking on this 3-2 pitch. Got to make contact. Come on, 34. Here comes the payoff. Ground ball. That ball went off the pitcher's glove and rolled back in the grass toward shortstop. The pitcher chased it down. And Gantner, not the fastest guy on the bases, was thrown out at first base. However, with 2 out now, the Twins runner goes to third base. So any kind of error, base hit, pass ball, overthrow, anything like that would bring that run home. Here's Holden Pantier, good hitter. Been hitting the ball pretty well for the Twins so far this year. He steps in first pitch. Outside, ball 1. Go ahead run 90 feet away. 2 out. And the pitch on the way. Fouled straight back to the screen, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Holden Pantier, wearing the DH role tonight, steps in on 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm not sure Holden liked that very well. They're calling that outside corner pretty well. They're not doing the same thing on the inside part of the plate, but he's calling that outside corner on the right-handed hitter pretty close. And here's the pitch. Fly ball to right field. Looks like it's going to be caught. The right fielder's fading back and gets it close to the warning track. So nothing doing for the Twins in the 4th. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. After 4 innings of play, no score, and we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Twin staff have been surveying the parking lot for tonight's cleanest car in the lot. Tonight's cleanest car is sponsored by Panther Car Wash.
Well, what? Designated hitter Jose Grivala steps in, leading off the top of the 5th inning. First pitch is ball 1. Good crowd on hand tonight. Real good crowd on hand. Here's the pitch. Ball 2, and he's behind 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Herchuk throws in there for a strike, fastball, 2-1. Grivala was out on a great play made by second baseman Bryce Hampton in the 2nd inning, where he went behind second base and threw him out. Ball 3. Come on, Nate. You got to focus. Come on now. Pitch got away from him a little bit, so we go to a 3-1 count now. Last inning, we had 4 3-ball counts. And it's ball 4. He walks the leadoff hitter. That's not a good thing to do. But we'll see if we can get it out. No one up in the Twins bullpen yet, or right now. Here's Hunter Alford. He's grounded out to third his first time. First pitch on the way. Low, ball 1. I don't know. That looked pretty good to me. They don't pay me to umpire. Here comes the pitch. Strike. 1-1. The wind's all but died right now. It's blowing straight down from the sky. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner leads away at first. Here comes the pitch. Fly ball left field. This is going to be foul. A long way along the run and diving in foul territory and not coming up with it was Braden Lucart. He had to make a long run and dove. The ball was probably 10 feet foul and just couldn't get there quick enough. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. I will tell you, the grass in the outfield has not been mowed lately, and the ball just kind of dies when it hits the ground out there. Here's the pitch. Curveball, fouled back and out of play, and we're still at 1-2. On deck is the catcher, Mike Williamson. Stretch, 1-2 pitch. Curveball outside, 2-2. Herchuk looking in for a sign. Looks over at first base. He's got it. He's ready to go. Ball 3. This is the 4th 3-ball count in the last 2 innings. The 5th 3-ball count in the last 2 innings. This is not the way to start the inning. We got to get this guy out right here. Let's come on, Nate. And that's ball 4. First 2 batters of the top of the 5th have been walked. And that brings out pitching coach Andrew Prevey to talk to Herchuk. And we're getting, maybe have a little action starting to rouse around the Twins bullpen. I just know so far this year our walks haven't helped us. The walks we've given up, they have not helped us. So Andrew Prevey has had his say with Nate Herchuk, and we'll see what happens here as the catcher, Mike Williamson, who struck out last time, steps in. Twins looking for two. They may be looking for a bunt here. Both corners are in a little bit. Here's a stretch from the belt. Here comes the first pitch. And he is going to bunt. And he does, and he bunts it right back to the pitcher. And the first baseman throws it and throws it away. No one wanted to pick up that ball. There were three people, three Twins around it. Gantner finally picked it up and threw it wide to first base with Hampton covering and overthrew him, and run scores, and a runner on second and third with nobody out. Here's Cooper Martin. That'll be an E3. First pitch, ball one. Fouled away, 1-1. Twins are playing deep at shortstop and maybe close to halfway at third and first. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing, but anyway, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball hung up there. Batter wanted to go and held up, and it's ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. We do have a right-hander in the bullpen. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. There's a line drive, base hit over shortstop. 1 run's home, and the runner coming from first base or from second base will have to stop at third. So 2-0. We go back to the top of the lineup, Zeb Henry. So we got 2 runs in, and a runner on first and third with nobody out. Here's the first pitch. High fastball, ball 1. Herchuk, 1-0 pitch. High fastball, ball 2. Two and 0. The outside corner fastball, 2-1. The way the Twins have not been hitting the ball, they need to shut this down, because swing and a miss, strike 2. Here's from Belt, from the 3-2 pitch, or the 2-2 pitch, 3-2. Runners at first and third lead away. Here comes the full count pitch. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss, strike, and a throw back to home. And he got him. He got him. Strike out, throw him out, not your ordinary way. That was a strikeout with a runner at third runner at first trying to steal second. The throw went through. The second baseman, Kyler Warren, or third shortstop Kyler Warren, cut off the throw as the runner from third headed home, threw the ball to Richard Gutierrez, who made a nice play of catching the ball and making the tag as the runner was sliding in. So that's 2 outs, and it's still 2-0. However, now we got a runner on second base. and Jason Brown. Jared Brown, swing and a miss. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Need to get these guys out. The Twins got their work cut out for them. They're not putting runners on base very much when we're up to bat. So we'll see what we can do. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's a ball in the dirt. It gets away, goes over toward the Twin bench, and a wild pitch, and the runner goes from second to third base. One ball, 2 strikes. There's the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. Close. Ball 2. Herchuk, 2-2 on the way. And he struck him out. Here's the throw to first as the catcher of the ball was dropped in the dirt. And that's an out, and that's all for the Cannons. But they did come up with 2 runs on and 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Twins are down 2-0 coming up. Would be for the Twins will be Kyler Warren, Richard Gutierrez, and Bryce Hampton. That's your 6, 7, 8 hitters, and we'll see what they got to show for themselves when they come up.
We'd also like to thank
You got
now pitching for the Cannons, number 31, Gavin Willett.
Gavin Willett is coming in. He's a local Wichita, Kansas pitcher. He went to Butler Community College for the Cannons. And he'll be stepping in to take over for Whaley as Kyler Warren leads off.
Now batting for your Derby Twins, the shortstop, number 8, Kyler Warren.
Here's Kyler Warren steps in. So, right-hander on right-hander, first pitch. Outside, ball 1. Ball 2. Outside ball 3. Twins could use a few base runners via base on balls too. If we'd take that. 3-0. And ball 4 inside. So on 4 pitches, Kyler Warren walks and is on first base and leadoff runner on. Leadoff batter on now as a runner. Here's Richard Gutierrez, who struck out his first time. Richards lead the team in hitting right at 378, maybe a tad under. Here's the stretch, first pitch, outside ball 1. Bryce Hampton in the on-deck circle. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Oh, boy, that was called a strike. It was a roundhouse curveball that didn't come down very low at all. Not a very good call, but I thought on that one. But it's a strike nonetheless. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the dirt. There goes the runner to second, and here comes the throw to second, and he is safe. So that'd be a stolen base for Kyler Warren.
Tonight's stolen base sponsor is Ron Paul of Northwestern Mutual. Ron is located at 1224 Southeast Lewis Drive in Mulvane. Give him a call at 316-777.
And the ball's 2 ball, 1 strike count on Richard Gutierrez. Richard's got some pop in that bat if he can barrel one up here. Swing and a miss, and that's exactly what he was trying to do, and it's 2-2. Got to move the base runner. Got to get this guy home somehow. Willett looks in. He's got a 2-2 count. There's a fly ball in left field. This is center. It's going over the head of the center fielder. Coming around to score is going to be Kyler Warren. He's in and going to stand up double as Richard Gutierrez. Nice bit of hitting there. It looked like the center fielder thought he had that ball played, and then he realized it was over his head and it went up against the wall. So that's 1 out, or no out, and 1 run home and an RBI for Richard Gutierrez on a double. Here's Bryce Hampton. He had a base hit his last time up. Bryce playing second base tonight. Need to move these base runners around as much as we can. There's one of those curveballs I was talking about earlier. This one was even higher, and it stayed up high for ball 1. Come on, Bryce. There's a fastball in for a strike. 1-1. One run home for the Twins in the bottom of the 5th here. Still down by 1. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. It's going to get the job done. And a throw to first, and he is out, but the runner does move to third base. Just a little scooter past the pitcher that the shortstop made the play on, and that's 1 out. Here's Alex Dabrowski. Struck out his first time up. Here's the stretch and the pitch. And there's a wild pitch. Here comes Gutierrez. He's going to score, and that'll tie the ball game up. And that's ball 1. So Gutierrez scores on a wild pitch. That's all you got to do is advance base runners. That's the name of the game. And it's 1 ball, no strikes on Dabrowski. If we can get him on base, this kid's got some wheels. So 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Willett looks in the pitch. There's a high ground ball foul that never got out of the batter's box. One ball, two strikes on Alex Dabrowski. Win the battle here. 39, come on now. Ball two. On deck, back to the top of the lineup, is Caden Richards. Willett looks in for a sign, shakes it off. Now he's ready. Here he comes. And it hit him. So a curveball gets him right in the back, a slow curve, and a runner on first base now. And this guy on first base can run. And here's Caden Richards. We'll see what's gone here. If Coach Flax puts anything on here. Fastball in there for a strike. Richards looks down at Flex, and he's back in, and Dabrowski leads away. He may be going on this pitch. We'll see. Nope. Inside fastball. Ball one. One ball, one strike. On deck is Braden Lucart. Well, it looks over into the stretch. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. There goes the runner. Ground ball in. Third baseman can't pick it up. Long throw to first, and they did get him, but we do have a runner at second base now. Third baseman couldn't pick up the ball right away. Did pick it up. Looked at second. Had no play there. And threw out Richards by a step and a half at first. So that's 2 outs. And Braden Lucart comes in. He doubled his last time to right center. Well, it looks in. Here's his first pitch. High, ball one. The Twins have tied it. Got a lead runner at second base with 2 outs. I'd like to get him home if we could. 1-0 pitch on the way. Fouled off to the left side and over the third base dugout and out of play. Strike one. One ball, one strike. Bottom of the 5th inning. 2 out, runner on second base. Braden Lucart up. Fastball outside. Maybe that might have been a curveball that didn't break. There's the stretch. 2-1 pitch on the way. Ground ball. Second baseman up with a throw to first and gets him by a step, and that's all for the Twins in the bottom of the 5th. But a couple runs on a hit. No errors and 1 left, and we go to the top of the 6th. We're back 2-2, and we'll be right back. Okay, I think the sound was off. That was my mistake. I accidentally hit it off. But the Twins did get out of that without a run as they had a line drive to Kyler Warren at shortstop to shut off that rally for the Cannons. So we're going to the bottom of the 6th inning now with a 2-2 score. And we have the same pitcher, Willett, on the mound for the Cannons. Thanks for letting me know on that sound issue. I appreciate that. Sorry about that. Kyler Warren's Aunt Barb in Cloverport, Kentucky is watching and listening, as is his other aunt, Aunt Sharon, from Saline, Michigan. Kyler's aunts are hoping for a home run. We are too, believe me. Bryce Hampton's family is watching tonight from Montana and California. As the Twins start the bottom of the 6th inning. First hitter will be right fielder Cade Shelton. He's back in the lineup after being gone for a few weeks with a case of mononucleosis, and he has struck out twice. He steps in there for his first time against Willett. There's his first pitch. High fastball, ball 1. On deck is Dolan Gantner, and Holden Pantier will have a chance this inning too. There's a line drive base hit to left field by Cade Shelton. And he, first hitter, leadoff runner, leadoff batter on, so here we go. Maybe we can do something here. That ball was hit like a rocket down to left field. That brings up Nolan Gantner. We'll see what Coach Flex is thinking here as to what we're going to do. Shelton leads the way. He's got some speed. And here's the first pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. Ball 1. Gantner has struck out and has bounced out to the pitcher. Throw over to first base, runner back. There's a stretch from the belt and the pitch. There's a line drive base hit to left field. Drops in, rounding second and taking a look at third, but not going anywhere, is Cade Shelton as he cruises into second base on a line drive and single for Nolan Gantner. So the first 2 runners on with 2 hits. And that brings up Holden Pantier. Holden has tonight, with Mr. Pantier in the audience and his brother, has flied out to right field twice. Cade Shelton leading the way, and Nolan Gantner leads the way from first. Let's see what Holden can do here. Come on now, Holden. He's going to bunt, and he takes a ball. On deck is Kyler Warren. Holden looks down. Coach Flax for a sign. He's got it. It's back in there, and we're ready to go. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. He is going to bunt, and it's high fastball, ball 1, ball 2. 2-0. Got some action, right-handed throwing in the Cannon bullpen. Had some action last inning in the Twins bullpen. 2-0 pitch right here. And it hit him. I think it hit his pad on his arm. He's all right. He's going down to load the bases at first base now. And we got the bases loaded with nobody out.
The shortstop, number 8, Kyler Warren.
Here's Kyler Warren. Kyler has been bounced out to the second baseman once and has walked and scored. So we'll see what happened as the pitching coach from the Cannons comes out. They got a guy warming up in the right field bullpen. I don't know that he's ready. He may be. All the infield's gathered around him. They're talking strategy here. Hey, Debbie. And they're going to leave him in. Kyler Warren's going to step in. Basic look pretty good right here, Kyler. And both of Kyler's aunts and his granddad. Come on, root him on. Pass that karma down through here. So Kyler Warren steps in as Willett looks in. His first pitch is on the way. Fly ball to right field. This looks like it could be caught. It is caught in foul territory and runs coming home. Here comes the throw to home plate, and he is safe. And going to third base is Nolan Gantner. Staying at first is Pantier. So the Twins have grabbed a 3-2 lead on a sacrifice fly by Kyler Warren.
Now batting for your Derby Twins, the catcher, number 15, Richard Gutierrez.
Here's Richard Gutierrez. He doubled over the center fielder's head his last time up. Holden Pantier leads away at first. He might be looking to run. I don't know for sure, but he might be. Here's the first pitch. Outside ball one. Nolan Gantner's at third. Nolan, not the fastest guy on the team, but anything hit on the ground, he'll be going, I believe, unless it's right back to the pitcher. Here's the pitch. Ball two. Down in the dirt. It looked like to me on that pitch that the catcher had ideas of throwing behind the runner at third, but it didn't get a chance because the ball was in the dirt. So, 2 balls and no strikes on Richard Gutierrez. Popped up on the infield fly, and all right, they didn't call an infield fly, but they should have, but they didn't. So that'll bring up 2 outs. That'll bring up Bryce Hampton. Bryce has got a hit on the night. He's also bounced out to the shortstop.
The second baseman, number 4, Bryce Hampton.
You have to be on first and second. Something like that.
Bryce Hampton. Pitch. Long fly ball, left field, way back. It is out of here. Home run, 3-run home run for Bryce Hampton. He got all of it. That helps. That was a no-doubter.
Tonight's home run sponsor is CBD American Shaman and Derby. Stop by their Derby location at 200 North Baltimore or give them a call
Great
at
job, Bryce Hampton.
371.
So the Twins have scored 4 in this inning. And that brings up Alex Dabrowski with 2 outs.
Number 39, Alex Dabrowski.
Here's the pitch. Curveball, inside ball 1. Nice bit of hitting by Bryce Hampton. That ball, there was no doubt when he hit that where it was going. Pitch ball 2. So the Cannons have stuck with Willett through this whole inning, in the last 2 innings, to tell you the truth. Here's the pitch. Fastball, 3-0 on deck. Is Caden Richards. 3-0 pitch on the way to Alex Dabrowski. Fastball, strike 1. And he throws one in the dirt for ball 4, and Dabrowski's off to first base with a walk. I think that's his second walk in as many at-bats, as many innings. He's off, and that brings up Caden Richards.
Number 5, Caden Richards.
And they're going to make a pitching change. And so we'll take a break here for a minute as we'll identify the new pitcher coming in from the Cannons, and we'll be right back.
Cross Advisory Group will assist in asset care protection. Asset care benefits include home care, assisted living, and nursing home care, including Alzheimer's. Once benefits begin, your premiums for asset care protection stop. Visit Cross Advisory Group at 124 North Baltimore right here in Derby, or call them at 316-788-0788 for a free consultation.
So let's see what number this guy is. I can't really tell. If you want to text me, you can text me here at right here in the broadcast booth at 316-992-3623. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Twins lead and got a 6-2 lead now. This is number 20 what? The number 22 has taken the mound. They're saying it's his DH. Let's see, his 222 is. 22 is a pitcher. His name is, it is their DH. He's from Emporia State. It's Jose Grijalva is now pitching. He will be pitching and DHing, I guess. So and he's pitching now, and this is a 5. He's come in the bottom of the 6th. And the hitter will be Caden Richards, excuse me. I got that mixed up pretty good, didn't I? Butchered that up pretty bad. Sometimes you get excited and the words come out when they're not supposed to. And I'm a little excited right now because we're nursing the 6-2 lead.
Now batting for your Derby Twins, the third baseman, number 5, Caden Richards.
Here's Caden Richards stepped in leadoff hitter. Has bounced into a double play and bounced out. So he hasn't got it past the infield yet, but he certainly can. First pitch. Popped up foul into the shortstop. Makes the play, and that's all for the Twins, but 4 runs on 3 hits. No errors, and 1 man left on base. We go to the top of the 7th inning. The Twins on top of a 6-2 score, and we'll be right back.
Tonight, Aiden O'Malley and Tanner Nelson collected a total of $217, so the winner of our half and half drawing will take home $108.50. Once again, this is those white tickets. Tonight's winning number is 325798. Once again, the winning ticket number is 325798. We'd like to thank everyone who purchased a ticket for their support of the Derby Twins and our half and half sponsor, Shelton Automotive. Call them at 316-927-2390 for all your automotive repair and maintenance needs. Please take your winning ticket to our product table for your winnings.
The Twins got a new pitcher coming in at the top of the 7th. It's Alejandro Venegas from Cochise Junior College in Douglas, Arizona. He'll take over for Kai Fitak.
Ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for your Derby Twins, number 30, Alejandro Venegas.
And starting off for the Cannons in the 7th will be Hunter Alvord, Mike Williamson, and Cooper Martin, your 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Cannons. Alford has walked and also bounced out to third baseman.
Now batting for the Cannons, the right fielder, number 16, Hunter Alford.
Venegas looking down for the sign. He's got it. Into the stretch, his first pitch of this game on the way. Outside, ball one. Here comes 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball two. We cannot, I'm not going to say it. Got to throw strikes here. You got a 4-run lead. You got to throw strikes. Here comes the pitch. That one's in for a strike. And it's 2-1. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. First 2 balls, second 2 strikes, and let's make this one a strike. What do you say? As Hunter Alford looks on. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, ball 3. Full count now. As Alejandro looks in for a sign, he's got it. He's in the stretch. Here comes the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. So the Twins offer up a leadoff walk to Alford, and that brings to bat the catcher, Mike Williamson. He got on an error and also has struck out. Alford leads away. Venegas into stretch from the belt. Here comes the first pitch. High fastball, ball 1. Where's the stretch? And the pitch. Foul straight back, and it's even at 1-1. Starting to, lights are on, of course, starting to get dusk-colored skies. And the pitch. In there for strike 2, 1-2. Williamson taking that pitch. Venegas looking for a signal. He's got it. Lead away at first base is offered. Stretched, and there's the pitch. Ground ball. Shortstop. Second for one. First for the other one. Double play. Nice turn by the middle infielder, Kyler Warren, to Bryce Hampton to Nolan Gander. So 2 down. That's just what the doctor ordered. A little 6-4-3 action. And the first pitch, strike for Cooper Martin. The number 9 hitter and second baseman. He has singled and also grounded out to short. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to center field. Drifting under it is Dabrowski, and he'll make the catch, and that's all for the Cannons in the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. So after 6.5 innings, the Twins are still nursing a 6-2 lead and needs to get some more. So we'll be right back.
Our 7th inning stretch is sponsored by Citizens Bank of Kansas. There's nothing better than a community bank like Citizens Bank of Kansas that is ready to help you with your financial needs for your home and business. Visit our 2 Derby branches or 8 other branches in South Central Kansas for that community feel built on long-term relationships. That's Citizens Bank of Kansas, member FDIC. lost cell phone has been brought to the concession stand. If you have lost your cell phone, please head to the concession stand. You must be able to identify the pop socket in order to claim that.
Okay, we have in relief for the Cannons is their designated hitter, Jose Grijalva. And leading off for the Twins, the number 2 hitter, right fielder Braden Lucart. Braden's got a double and he got in a single and is grounded out. So he's 2 out of 3 tonight. There is the first pitch. Ground ball. Got a second baseman's got it, makes the throw to first. And he is out. The reason I hesitated there is he kind of stumbled a little bit, but he righted himself and made the throw and got Lucart on the first pitch of the 7th inning.
Right fielder, number 7, Cade Sheldon.
Here's Cade Shelton, who singled his last time up. And scored. Fastball inside, ball 1. No action in the Cannons bullpen, and we got a few guys mulling around the Twins bullpen, but not much going on down there either. Second one is ball 2, so we're 2-0. Again, the Twins will be at Augusta tomorrow night against the Cannons, weather permitting. And there's a pop-up foul and probably out of play. It is out of play. And the count goes, it's 2-1. Yeah, weather permitting, we'll play at Augusta tomorrow night. You can pick up that game on the Augusta broadcast channel by going to the Twins website, and Keith will instruct you how to get there so you can listen to the game there. And boy, the 2-1 pitch was thrown behind the hitter and above the hitter and above everybody even sitting in the stands almost, and it hit the screen. So 3-1. On deck is Nolan Ganner. Ground ball, third base. He got it. Long throw to first across the infield, and that's out number 2 in the 7th. Cade hit it well, but right at the third baseman. So that's the second out. Here's Nolan Gantner. He singled his last time. He's also struck out and grounded to the pitcher and scored. Wind up and the pitch in the side, ball 1. Here's the wind up and the pitch in there for a strike, and we're tied up at 1-1 on the count. There's a line drive. It drops into left or center field for a base hit, and that's the second hit of the night for Nolan Gantner. That brings up Holden Pantier. He was hit by a pitch last time up. Steps in. Here's the first pitch to Holden. It's in there for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. There's a long drive to left center field. That ball is going back. It's off the wall. Here comes Gantner. He's going to cruise into third base, and Holden Pantier with a double to the left field wall. So, runners on second, third, 2 out. We got a chance here. Gantner goes from first to third on that double. And cruising into second base is Holden Pantier. Good bit of hitting there. That brings up Kyler Warren. He drove in and run with a sacrifice fly his last time up. And it walked and bounced out. So we need a base hit here. Pass ball high and inside, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And I must have been a foul ball. He didn't call it foul. No, everybody's moving around pretty slow, and Gantner wasn't running in from third base, so I guess he fouled it off. 2 out, 1 ball, 1 strike on Kyler Warren. Curveball dropped right in there. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. There's a line drive to left fielder, right at the left fielder in his tracks. Ball hit well. It's a curveball, similar to the one that pitched before, but he hit it right on the nose, but right at the left fielder for the 3rd out. So nothing going for the Twins with 2 hits. They now have 9 hits in this game and leading the score 6-2 going into the 8th inning. So we're back ready to go in the top of the 8th inning. 6 more outs for the Twins to get. And we'll see how we can do that as Alejandro Venegas is in his 2nd inning of relief. Then we go to the top of the lineup in the top of the 8th. Zeb Henry, he struck out, has singled, and thrown out stealing, and also popped up to the shortstop. So Venegas is ready to go. Here comes his first pitch. Squared the bunt to ball 1. Ball 2 outside. Ball 3 outside. I'm getting a low battery signal. Chris, getting a low battery signal. Three-0 pitch. 4 pitches, ball 4. We did this last inning. We can't be doing this. That brings up number 22, Jaron Brown. He struck out 3 times tonight. So we'll see if he can continue that. As we're starting to get some guys loosen up a little bit in the Twins pen. A little bit there, not throwing yet, but here's the first pitch. Fastball high. Ball 1. Runner on first. Leads away. Venegas. In there for a strike on a fastball, 1-1. 1-1 pitch on the way. Fouled away and off to the right side, now to play. And the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sure love a ground ball right here, right at one of the infielders. Here's a stretch from the belt and the pitch. High, got away from him, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, way outside ball 3. Now we got some action going in the Twins pen. I'm not sure who that is out there, but someone's starting to throw a little bit out there. Popped up, could be a play. Going back as Gantner, he can't make the play.
Oops. And it's liquor.
3-2. So Venegas looks in for a signal. He's got it. Here's a stretch from the belt. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 on a curveball. So he's walked the first 2, and here comes Colton Flax out of the dugout. And we're going to have a little visitation here. So nobody out, and this is going to bring up Lane Hewitt, who has walked, struck out, and flew out to left. He had a message for him, but it didn't last very long. I think he said, "You got to throw strikes."
The center fielder, number 3, Lane Hayward.
Here's Lane Hayward stepping in. We got to get him out, Alejandro. In there for a strike, first pitch. He squared the bunt, took the bat back, and the ball was called strike. So 0-1. They could be bunting here. That'd sure be a good play because there's no outs. And he turns the bunt and does, and fouls right straight back, so he's down in the count 0-2. I don't know if he was trying to bunt for a hit there. It looked like it. No balls and 2 strikes. Fastball high and away. Got away from him, but nice play by Gutierrez to keep the runners where they were. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stay within himself. He'll be all right. And he struck him out swinging. Nice pitch there. So that's the first out. That helps. And that'll bring up
The third baseman, number 4, Chase Diggins.
Chase Diggins. Diggins got a base hit his last time. Here's a stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. Fastball. High, ball 1. Top of the 8th inning. Here's the stretch from the belt to pitch. Fouled off, and the count's even up at 1-1. Dickens stepped out, got something in his eye. He got it, I guess, because he's stepping back in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Twins looking for 2. A double play, this is what I mean by that. Runners on first and second lead away for the Cannons. The pitch. Fly ball to right field. Drifting over is Sheldon. He can't get it, so it bounces foul. He was playing, in all fairness to him, he's been playing off the line quite a bit. And the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Venegas looks in for a sign. He's got it. He's into the stretch. Runners lead away. 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball foul. And both runners moving on that one. So they'll go back and we'll try this one all over again. Looks in for the sign. Runners lead away. Into the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. In the dirt, block, nice block by Gutierrez, and the count's 2-2. Let's get this out right here. Here's the stretch. 2-2 pitch coming up. There's a fly ball. This one's going to drop in and go to the wall. And the cut off by Dabrowski. He's going to throw it back in the infield. Holds the runner to a single. And they do score 1 run, but the 1 runner goes to first and third. That ball is a good defensive play by Dabrowski. Ball was hit into right center toward the wall. He cut it off on the warning track and turned and threw a perfect strike to second base to keep the runner at first. And it's 1 run in, and here comes Coach Flax. Now he's going to have to take him out because this is his second trip to the mound, and he's going to. So, scoring a run on that is Henry comes around to score. That's 1 run there, and going to third is Brown, and a single and an RBI for Diggins. And we're going to have a new pitcher coming in, and this looks like
Tonight's call to the bullpen is sponsored by Tim Hicks, Shelter Insurance Agent. Tim has helped generations of families get the right coverage at the right price.
is this Ronk?
Call Tim Hicks' office at 316-788-4271 or stop by his office at 124 South Ball.
Oh, it's Vitek. Kenny Vitek comes in to relieve. Kenny Fissler, excuse me. I'm butchering up names tonight. I apologize for that. So we'll see what Kenny has tonight. Hopefully get these guys out. Done a good job for us so far this summer. Sure would like to see a double play. That'd be nice. The Twins go to Augusta tomorrow night, weather permitting. We got some storms that are supposed to roar through here tonight. And Augusta's about 20 miles east of Derby. They play on their infield is artificial turf, so there's always a chance to play there. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. We would like to do that. Then we got got the Dirtbags going to be playing those two games against them this week. I think that's on Tuesday and Wednesday. Those will be played here. They'll be the home team as they lost out on their field and cannot get their field for those games. So we'll play them here at Derby, and I'll announce those games. But it'll be their home games. Kenny Fissler is in to pitch to Gannon Snyder, who's 0 for 3. He's bounced out twice and grounded out to third base unassisted. 1 out, runner on first and third. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, second base. 1 first, not in time at first base. So run scores, and it's 6-4 now. So 1 pitch, 1 out, 1 more out, but 1 run in. So we're down at 6-4 now with the Twins. With a runner on first. Oh, the first pitch gets by the catcher, and run going down to second is the base runner, and I'm not sure nothing's going on here, so I guess that's what we'll do. I was writing on my scorebook here, and the runner got to second base on a wild pitch. So he steps in. This is Jose, who is this? This is left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. It's pitcher, 22, Grijalva. So runner on second base, 2 outs. And there's another wild pitch. Yeah, there's 2 outs. So 2 balls and 1 strike, is it now? 2 wild pitches. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. Fly ball left field, hit pretty well going back as Lukehart makes the catch going back up in the warning track by the wall. So the Twins shut him down here finally in the 8th inning, but they scored 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. Couple wild pitches, but we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Twins ahead 6-4. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back here to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Twins nursing a 6-4 lead. Leading off will be Richard Gutierrez. First pitch almost hit him, ball 1. There's a ground ball down the third baseline. Fair ball in. Going around first is Gutierrez. He's going to try to make it to second. Here comes the throw, and he is safe sliding. So leadoff double for Richard Gutierrez.
The second baseman, number 4, Bryce Hampton.
Here's Bryce Hampton, the man of the hour right now. Jumped on a first pitch fastball and drove it clear out of here in the left field. Here's a stretch in the pitch. Outside. Didn't throw him a fastball this time. Threw him a curveball. That was outside. Into the stretch, the belt, the pitch. I think that was a change maybe in there. There was inside for ball 2. 2-0. Runner on second base, nobody out. Need to move this runner. Outside, ball 3. 3-0. On deck is Alex Dabrowski. Yes, it's Dabrowski, Alex Dabrowski. So, 3-0 pitch on the way. Ball, he called it a strike. He waited a little bit to call it, and he called it a strike. So, I'm not sure. That's pretty close. 3-1. And he called strike 2 on a changeup that was over the plate. So, come on, 4. Let's go now. Move that base runner. That's ball for a curveball. Catcher can't find it, and Gutierrez heads up. Gutierrez was heads up and took third base on it. Now we got first and third with nobody out. That's a smart play by Richard Gutierrez, the catcher. The ball didn't get very far away from him. He just couldn't find it. So here's Alex Dabrowski. He's walked last 2 times. Actually, he got hit by a pitch last time, but he walked been on base on a walk and hit by a pitch the last 2 times. First pitch. And there's a wild pitch. This is going to be a play at the plate. Here comes the throw, and it's a wild throw. And Gutierrez slides in safely for a run. I didn't think that ball was that far away, and I thought there was going to be a play, and it was a bad throw by the catcher back to the pitcher. So Gutierrez scores. Hampton goes to second, and it's ball 1. All that happened from ball 1. Got to move this base runner here. Got to get him out of there. Here's the stretch, the pitch. Ball 2. 2-0. Back to the top of the lineup with Caden Richards on deck. Nobody out. Runner on second base. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. Ball 3. 3-0. He got hit by a pitch last time and walked his previous time. So let's see what happens here. Curveball that, I think that's like an automatic call. It doesn't really, as long as it's somewhere in the neighborhood, they're going to call it a strike on a 3-0 pitch. 3-1 now. That's ball 4 inside. Second walk in the last 3 times at bat, and the other one was hit by a pitch. So on for the 3rd time tonight is Alex Dabrowski, and that brings in Caden Richards with nobody out. Need to move runners here. Take that pat and the drive to right center that he had. He's going to bunt, though. And he lays down a bunt foul. So he was trying to move the runners via sacrifice bunt and bunted it foul down the first baseline. And he's down in the count 0-1, looking down at Colton Flax, the coach, giving him signs, and we're ready to do it again. Looks like the first baseman of the Cannons is in on the grass. The third baseman, however, is back a little bit behind, and he's going to bunt this one. He bunts it right back to the pitcher, and the only play is at first base, and that's a sacrifice bunt with runners going to second and third. Good piece of hitting by Caden Richards. That'll be a sacrifice. Here's Braden Lucart. Braden has been, he's got a couple hits on tonight, a double and a single, and he's bounced out a couple times too. He needs the infield in. This makes him a little better of a hitter, about 100 by 100 points or so. So here's the first pitch. Fastball down low and inside, ball one. On deck is Cade Shelton. Here's the stretch from the belt. Here comes the pitch. There's a line drive right at the shortstop. He tried to get double up Dabrowski, but he was back in safely. So that was a line drive right at the shortstop. Not hit really hard, but Dabrowski was quite a ways off, but hustled back to get back. So that'll be. Here's Cade Shelton with 2 out. Sure could use a hit right here, Cade. Here's the windup and the pitch. Curveball drops in there for a strike. Pitcher looks in, he's got his sign. The windup and the pitch. Curveball outside, ball one. He liked that curveball at first one so well, he thought he'd throw a second one. It wasn't near as good as the first one. But here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on a ball low and on the outside corner, so that makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitcher's count, and Cade's got to do something with the ball here and make contact. Here comes the pitch. There's a fly ball. Is that going to drop? It's, no, nice catch by the right left fielder coming in on a full blasted run and makes the catch and retires the Twins. But they come up with another run on a hit. No errors, and 2 men left on base. So it's 7-4 going into the top of the 9th with the Twins on top. And we'll be right back. Okay, Kenny Fissler will try to slam the door on these Kansas Cannons tonight. Got a 3-run lead, 7-4. He'll be facing the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. And we'll see what happens here. As leading off will be Hunter Alvord. He's walked twice and grounded out to third. He scored a run. Here's the first pitch coming from Kenny Fissler. It's in there for a strike. Looking in for Sadel. He's got it. Into the stretch. Here comes the sidewinder. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Didn't miss by much, but missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The crowd's rooting for him. Good crowd on hand tonight, too. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off and out of play to the right side, and it's 1-2.
Oops. Gain a slicker.
Albert steps back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Boy, that didn't miss by much either. Ball 2. Last 2 innings, the Twins have walked the first 2 hitters of the inning. Got out of it one time and didn't the last time. Line drive foul. That one will be out of play on the right side. Down by the bullpen. So Albert stays alive against Kenny Fissler. There's a fastball. Brings the count to 3-2 outside. Here comes the full count pitch. Fouled back to the screen, and we'll do it over. Into the stretch, 3-2 pitch on the way. Ball 4, walked him. Ball was high. So, Albert is on. Here's Mike Williamson. We need to make these guys swing the bat. Love to see a double play right here. Here's the stretch and the first pitch. It's in there for a strike. Here's where he needs to throw the pitch, right there on that inside part of that plate against that right-handed hitter. Lead away at first base is the Cannons runner. Outside. Come on, Kenny. A 1-1 pitch. Way outside, ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. Make them hit. The defense is your friend. The runner leads away. There's a line drive into right center field. Going over is Cade Shelton and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Ball's hit well, but it hung up pretty good in the right center, and Cade Shelton floated over there and made a routine catch on it. Here's Cooper Martin. First pitch from Kenny Fike. Lined foul to the right side. They're trying to hit that ball right. And that's what you should do with a right-handed hitter. If you are a right-handed hitter against a guy who's throwing sidearm or submarine, go with the pitch. That's what they're trying to do, but they're behind it for quite a ways. Runner leads away. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball. This could be 2. Second for 1, first for the last one, and got him. That's the ball game. The Twins win the 3rd game of this series and the first one of this round. The Twins are now in first place in the second half, and a great victory by the Twins tomorrow night at Augusta. Keep looking to see if check in for the weather, and we'll let you know if there's a problem. But we'll play tomorrow night at Augusta at 7 o'clock. You can pick that up from our website. Keith will guide you there. And it's a good game for the guys in red tonight. Nice save for Kenny Fissler as the Twins come out on top and win the first game of this 2-game set, 7-4. So good night from Derby, and thanks for listening. We appreciate everybody. And go Twins. Good night.